Now the Essendon stalwart goes to the half-forward line. Eustace forced onto the defensive from behind to spoil, but there are red and black Guernseys everywhere. There's Andrew Callaghan. Just ripping the player up the ground. He's built like a squatter's tank. Cox comes out with it. Gives it to our friend Renato. He in turn kicks high. Richardson could be first if he wants it. He is. He did want it. And on he goes. Bouncing his way up the half-forward line. There isn't any pressure at all. He floats one in towards Beddison. He can't take it. Plays on in the pocket. Taps it out cleverly to Harbison. Merv's kick. Out of bounds on the full.
Yes, Merv Harbison's kicked 2 goals, and Andrew Callaghan has kicked 4 for this match, and after being well down early, but he's certainly come back into the game.
Actually, Harbison should have centred that ball. He tried to kick a goal, and that's why it went out of bounds. Had he screwed it around, he would have had players in the square waiting.
Mark Eves towards the half-back line. Grant O'Reilly copped one in the head at the moment, at the last minute there, and 15-metre penalty also against Michael Thompson. Fitzroy with a monumental task here to get back into this game. 6-2 they're on. Essendon on 13-9 as the kick comes up towards centre wing. A nice mark taken up there by Mark Scott. Scott on centre wing. Goes for the short one. Oh, they're fiddling around with the football. It comes off, but they haven't gained a heck of a lot out of this one. Philip Knight goes for the short pass. Over there to Warwick Irwin. He lines up the goals 40 metres out, and he's put that one through for a goal.
Some people's idea of national in the kitchen stops at microwaves. Oh, thank you. I mean, I wouldn't be without my genius. But what about National's new food processor? It does more than anyone. And National blenders, mixers, juicers, rice cookers.
No, only a goal.
That's all right. If you rob a bank, you gain money, but you're not doing the right thing, are you?
Not if you're caught.
No.
But we're not talking about bank robbery. We're talking about football.
Same thing. They're fiddling around, Fitzroy.
They're not even open today.
They must go for home with long kicks. It might have come off there, but I don't reckon at Waverley that comes off too often. There's Kevin Morris in the centre of the ground, right down towards full forward. Over the back of the pack is Callaghan. He might kick goal number 5 here. Onto the left foot he goes. He spires and he's kicked his fifth. A very good goal, and look at the look of delight on Andrew Callaghan's face. The 14th goal of the match to the Bombers. 14-9, 93. Fitzroy 7-2, 44, and that's the value of the long kick coming down the ground.
Yes, well, we'll see here Morris instigated play with a long kick from the centre. Callaghan used his body, prop, and kicked his 2nd goal for the quarter. Actually, he's kicked 5 for the game. That was a good snap kick.
It was a lovely kick on the left foot too, and he's got a fair bit of mobility, wasn't it, Don, for a bloke that's with that sort of build?
Mobility, yes.
Once again, and it looks as though we could be in for a little bit more rain here as the Bombers go in through Merv Harbison again to the half-forward line. Copping's the target, unable to take it. Everett does, goes with a left foot kick hurriedly to the outer half-back flank. Eustace will be first to it. He's one of the best players on the ground, this young man. Goes in towards the pocket, looking for Wayne Beddison. He's in front. It's a funny way he uses his body, but it's often effective. He does it well there as he gives it across to Banfield. Banfield centres it for Stoneham. Eustace does the shepherding work. Here's another one back to Beddison. They're getting into trouble. Stoneham. He'll lose it. Copping comes in to lend support. Well tackled, but he shrugged it just as well too. Stoneham leaves it for Eustace. Here's another one. They're just having a little game here at the moment. Harbison chips in towards goal, and he finds the fullback, Terry O'Neill.
Terry O'Neill on the right foot, out wide. He's got the loose man in Coates, and I think Harbison missed that goal because of the soft underfooting here at Waverley. And that makes it does make a big difference when you're running into goal.
Well, it's like a bank.
What do you want to play on AstroTurf?
Well, I'm not complaining about. I'm just saying that's a reason why he missed it. There's Grimley getting it up towards Scott, who couldn't take the mark. Doug Cox goes for the big run. A long hand by Duncan gets flattened. Chance now for Waterson. Waterson hooks it back towards the centre wing, but sitting there and waiting for it is Lee Manane. He goes to short pass again, and the mark is dropped by Mark Scott. Goes in after it, knocks it wide. A chance here for Bradley Gotch. Oh, cleverly done by little Bradley. He does around. What am I going to do with this one, he says. On the right foot, he eventually kicks it over the line and out of bounds on the full. Yes, Don,